2K is running a dog and pony show for sure this year. Of course, we were talking about the WWE 2k23 roster reveal. The thing we've all been waiting for and the thing that 2K absolutely sucks at is giving us information on a game that they want us to purchase.
Let me talk to you.
And if you're looking at the roster reveal and you want to know everything's going on, don't worry, we're going over every bit of it. As you can tell on the crawl screen below, we got everybody from the roster that they released. This is not the final roster of the game, despite what every 2K creator is shouting at you. They are absolutely horrible at this job because they're not giving you the real information. But here on Beach Bites, we are giving you the real information. And in my opinion, this roster is allegedly absolutely trash. And here's why. Because where is... None of that matters, guys. This is the roster for WWE 2K23. There will be extra stars added to this game that they're not going to talk about. And of course, there's that glorious 5 DLC packs that they're going to make us pay for. So if you were looking forward to some of these missing stars, guess what? You have to buy the game, then you got to buy the DLC. So you got to pay for the actual stars you're wanting. And there's going to be some excuses that, oh, why is the bloodline not together? Well, the fact of the matter is that WWE games are always a year back. If you're just jumping into the scene of getting into WWE games, then you know, and you're confused right now. But if you've been playing for a while, every game in history is always 6 months behind. The cutoff date for this year's roster was Clash of the Castle. And to make it simpler, everything you've seen that Triple H has made on this wonderful stage in the real world WWE, all the grandeur of Triple H's accomplishments that he's changed and made the product watchable, that's not here because this game was in production before all of that happened. There will be some aspects of it, like, damage control is there, even though technically their models are a little bit out of date, but of course they can fix the tires easier than you can fix some models. And a lot of people are going to go, well, you could just fix Solo Sikoa to change his white to red to make sure he's in the bloodline. But just like I don't use the self-checkout line, I don't work at Walmart. Guess what? I don't use community creations because I don't work for 2K. That's your job.
Let me talk to you.
I give you money for a game. You're supposed to have it up to date. That's what you say it's going to be. Unfortunately, with 2K, this has never been the case. But I want to go over the roster reveal of what we are getting and who is fun. And guess what? I am excited about it. And we'll go over your first time and who we lost and who we gained. And there's more to come. And the DLC is going to have to be good, right? Or you're not going to buy it. Unfortunately, that's not true. And before we get started on the roster reveal, if you're thinking about waiting before the game comes out or after the game comes out to get the season pass later, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you, with WWE 2K22, the Season Pass never went on sale. While you can pick up the game right now as I'm speaking for $10, link in description, it's a fire sale for the base game. You can get it for $10. It's awesome. But you're still going to have to pay $40 for that DLC. My prediction is that we're going to do the same thing again this year with WWE 2K23. The stars you're looking for that are missing are going to be in that pack, so you're going to want to have to buy it. My problem is we shouldn't have to buy extra for the stuff that you should be in the game based on what we see on TV. But let's go over this complete roster reveal and all the new stars and everything that you're getting in this year's game. And of course, this is not the final roster, and this is not everyone. This is the ones they are allowed to say that's on there that are currently on TV. The spreadsheet was so good that if you could look at it on the 2K website, I'll link it for you down in the description. They didn't even bother to move Walter to Gunther. They just changed Walter to Gunther and didn't even bother to put him in alphabetical order on the list. That's how much thought went into this. So the roster is not completely final. This is what they're telling us. Just like last year, there will be release stars on the disc. My prediction here, not fact or allegedly, this is what I think. My thought is that Mandy Rose will still be in the game. My thought is Naomi will be there. I will be shocked if Sasha is there, but it wouldn't be surprised. We've already been shown that all of her gear is in the creation suite from when she did the Sailor Moon gimmick. So that stuff is in the creation suite. So I wouldn't be shocked if they go ahead and slide Sasha in, depending on what kind of deal they have by the time this game comes out. But seeing a lot of the NXT stars come up is going to be interesting. Keep in mind they are in their old NXT gimmicks. Some parts will be updated, as we saw with the Nikki Bella entrance, that you got a Hall of Fame slasher, real Tron. It's going to be a complete cluster muck of how the roster is actually going to look and what you actually think you're getting on day one. I wish 2K would have gave us the roster reveal that we deserve, and they've never done it. It's, hey, here's a spreadsheet, guys. Go look it up. Why? Why can't you just, you put on stupid shows on Twitch that no one cares about so we can see roster reveals. You spend a week promoting Roman Reigns in the game. If Roman Reigns wasn't in the game, if you're shocked by that, comment down below that Roman Reigns is in this year's game. That doesn't need to be a roster reveal. What should be a roster reveal is that Roxanne Perez has made it in for her first WWE game. We should be celebrating her. I'm going to show you up on the screen now. These are the new people that are guaranteed to be in WWE 2k23. I'm excited about some of the new guys, but when you look at this list, this is, of course, the roster from before the Royal Rumble. 2K has gotten so lazy that we are getting Sami Zayn from when he fought Johnny Knoxville, that attire. You couldn't put an Uso shirt in. Uso shirt's in the crowd. Of course, I will not get on a soapbox because, who cares? That you can update all this community creations. We can do new renders. The game will be fine for you if that's what you want to put out. You can create it. That's what makes it fun, is that you can actually just fix all this stuff. My issue is that you shouldn't have to. But for anybody who has any doubt about how the WWE 2K23 roster shaped out, here's the fact. Everyone was scanned at the 2021 Royal Rumble. Everyone was scanned at the 2022 Rumble. This is the time that they do it. 18 Rumble, 19 Rumble, 17. Yeah, I went out of order. Okay. But that's how it's always worked. And then it's pick and choose who we go, who gets released, who doesn't get released, who Vince would say was allowed in the game. And that's what 2K did. 2K did do a couple years where they snaked a few people, and that was got Ultimate Warrior on their own deal. 2K went out and got them on their own. Didn't know anything about it and got okay. Tried it again, and it worked with Sting. And then they tried it again with Goldberg. It worked every time, and they all ended up back in the ring. This year, I'm not seeing that with this year's roster, and the omissions are, this is all the roster under the Vince McMahon era. To get everything that we are currently watching on TV right now, to watch Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns fight, if you want that storyline, that's next year's game. And because they are working so hard, and My Rise is 6 months behind, so all the My Rise characters will not be the same as they are on the exhibition roster. And don't even get me started how the new attires that everyone wants will be locked behind my faction. They've already said it will be. It's not changing. They are not moving my faction attires over to this year's game. That's horrible. But the roster doesn't look bad this year. It does give us enough. If you were watching before Triple H took over, you get it. There should be enough creative parts in it that you will be able to fix the roster completely. I still don't want to do it, but yeah, we can fix it, make it all pretty, and of course, all of your community creations creators, say that 3 times fast. Can you? Comment below if you said it 3 times fast, because I think it's funny. So, overall, the roster's okay. It's exactly what I suspected. And then the elephant in the room, or the Bray in the room, is Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was never scheduled to be in this game. Hopefully, they'll pull the whole Ronda Rousey trick that they did last year and make her available as the last DLC. Bray will be the last DLC in 23. That is what I hope happens. I'm not actually expecting it. But for Bray to be in this game, we're not actually going to play him until August. Think about that. The game comes out in March, and you don't get Bray or anybody that you're mad that's not in the game, that still might be in the game, that could be in the game, that probably still won't be in the game. And when they are in the game, they will be completely out of date. All of that is going to be DLC, and that means you're paying twice for a game you already paid for, and that's just something that's never settled well with me. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you do decide to go ahead and get that Seasons Pass, make sure you get the Icon Edition, because that way you're guaranteed to get everything on there, except when they say you're getting Queen Selena in 22 and then change it, and then you already paid for something that you never got. But that's a soapbox for another time. What do you think about the roster? Who are you most excited that made it? And who are you most sad that's not on the roster? And remember, there is DLC. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because as soon as the DLC drops, there will be another video and coverage for 23. We're taking this all the way. Just like we did last year with 22. All the unlockables, all the fun stuff, all the things you want to do in WWE 2K23. We're going to unlock it. We're going to show you. We're going to put every tutorial out there is. And hopefully it's a lot better than 22. In my opinion, it's 22.5. The roster will get straightened out. You're either going to love the roster because the guys you wanted is on it, or you're going to hate the roster because the guys aren't on it that you wanted. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. The hype train is always a 2K hype train. The content creators are always going to shove it down your throat, and they're all wrong because you could cover a game and not blow smoke up people's woohoo exactly like I just did. And if you're looking for more content that gives you the truth about wrestling and wrestling games, check out that video right there. How about what edition to buy? Yeah, the truth, not what 2K told me to say, because 2K will never, ever tell me what to say. And that's the bottom line, because, oh, that's not the end of my video. Anyway, make life your beach. Oh, there it is. And we'll see you on the next video.